have our next presentation. Ad-Infinitum is up next. Ad-Infinitum, you feel free to share your screen and start your presentation. And after Ad-Infinitum, we'll go on a break and then we'll come back.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Phil, and I am team lead for Ad-Infinitum. My team members are Miguel Garcia, Oliver Padilla, Nicholas Molina. Our advisor is Dr. Tohid Sadamin. Our score member was Mark Williams. We are creating advanced UAV technologies, UAVs for the future. So our big idea right now is to produce a drone that is improved in flight time, precision landing abilities, and an increased payload capacity. We aim to do this through a hybrid power system or a hybrid engine, improved autopilot technology, and innovative airframe design. We are aiming to improve these aspects due to high incident rates of drones, lack of large payload capacity, and a limited flight time. So let's consider the situation. A migrant or a group of migrants are trying to cross the US border. They're in a harsh environment, they've ran out of water, they don't know where to go, there is no map in the terrain. All of a sudden, a drone shows up. It's able to drop off a gallon of water and some medical supplies. At the same time, the drone locates the nearest agent, notifies them of the migrants, then
Hello? Philip, you still there? We can't hear you.
I guess it's internet.
I'm not hearing anything.
I could go ahead and continue. I guess it cut out on Phil. Well, right now, what we're looking at is, he's ahead of me. The possible customers for this, our main customer right now we're looking at is Border Patrol and US Customs. We want what our drone to do is for them, in order for their situations, is to be able to handle the terrain and aid any people in emergency in that area. The cost of this drone, once manufactured to the specs we want, is going to be about $1,200. Any funding we can secure with any prizes that will be given out during this competition would be going toward manufacturing a actual prototype to test and to have a show and tell for Border Patrol.
Have you talked to the Border Patrol regarding their interest or need?
We actually have two contacts that we're working with. One's personal and one's through the school. We are actually going to be showing what we have and discussing what they need here soon. One of them is through the school. It's through one of our advisors. He has a personal contact, and then we have our own personal contact here from Los Fresnos. It's just once we find out exactly how they're going to be, what exactly they're going to be wanting, then we'll be able to go. But for now, what we know is we do have a much greater product that would help them for recognition, for helping them find anybody crossing, and to humanitarianly aid the migrants.
So are you aware whether or not they're currently using drones, and what aspect of your drone would be uniquely different and useful to them?
Yes, I can take that question, Mike.
Okay.
Currently, right now, they're using the Predator B drone. That is a military drone, and it is high altitude surveillance, which has no real contact with ground agents. The other drone used is the A&M drone, developed by A&M. but it only has a 30-minute flight time and it has no payload capacity.
If the cost is 1,200, what would you anticipate the sales price be?
Probably around 6,000 or 7,000, depending on the actual, I guess, security of the Wi-Fi signals and things of that nature. It would have to be very secure, military grade.
Is that competitive?
Say again?
Is that competitive?
That is higher than the A&M drone, but lower than a Predator B drone. A Predator B drone is going for somewhere around 12 million to 20 million, depending on armed or unarmed aircraft.
Maybe you should build it at just 4 million and make everybody happy.
Selling it too cheap.
How important is this payload? One alternative might be to have several small drones rather than one very large one. I'm not sure why you want it to be so large, which is the payload problem, and what is the relative value of the payload versus the other elements?
So payload wise, able to deliver medical or water to an immigrant crossing the border, that's priceless. That's humanitarian. Human's life, you can't put a price on. However, having a larger payload also means if you're doing other activities, say you're going to search and rescue, or even furthermore, if Amazon or somebody else wants to pull up this drone in the commercial side, they can use it to deliver packages.
Philip, it sounds like greater payload and longer flight time is really better battery life. Is that the driver? And if so, is there a change in technology that is part of the product itself, or an aspect that you're doing in the use of the batteries itself?
So our drone has a hybrid engine. It is gas powered, but has a DC motor connected to that engine. Fuel or petroleum, pound per pound, has a greater energy production than what batteries can hold. So you will never compare batteries to a gas powered engine. It's just science.
I guess Elon Musk is wrong.
When it comes to a lot of his stuff, no, but he's not producing drones right now.
What guarantee do you have that the drone will be used for humanitarian aid and not arrest, per se, by the Border Patrol?
Well, it would be used for arrest when it comes to drug smuggling. Obviously, the agents can use that as a double-edged sword. It can be used for humanitarian, but there's also drug smuggling that